Damn, it's gone. Where my fucking glasses at, motherfuckers? Yosa, Yosa, Busa, Usa, mother. Where? Y'all don't even. Y'all already know, alright? Y'all already know. It's gonna happen. Ah! My hair looks like fat. Alright, hold on. Let's pull it out, you know? Oh. Oosa! Boosa! There we go. Dude, I look like I belong. My hair looks like it belongs on a WWE character for promo. I'm just saying. If you're gonna do something, do it right? Mm-hmm. Let the games begin. Look, what the in here? Alright, anywho. Hey, Pegasus. How you doing? Hi, Pegasus. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Hello, Pegasus. How are you, sweets? Good to see you. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. How you doing? It's another day in the life of me. Pegasus, how are you, sweets? Good to see you. We went, and some of you are probably wondering, hey, I've been better. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Pegasus. I'm not all peachy keen either, to be honest. I may act like I'm all there and party going, but the thing is, yesterday was shit, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Pegasus. I too had a shit day yesterday. My mother had a. In addition, my mother also had a bad day yesterday. So, but in addition, we now have the monitor. And guys, yes, I now have. Hey, Cosmo. Hello, Cosmo. How you doing, butters? Good to see you, brother. No smoke of either kind. No, all money. It goes on and on. Yeah, I hear you, Pegasus. Yeah, I like your sunglasses. Yeah, Pegasus. I think you and my mother have a similar situation. My mom can't afford smokes. She can't afford shit because she had to pay her bills. Other than that, yeah, I think Pegasus. I think you and my mother would get along very well given the situations. But we love you, Pegasus. You know, we love you, Kelly. Right? So, hmm. But yeah. So, anywho, ladies and gentlemen, as you can probably tell by the title and everything itself, we have a monitor, a PC monitor, and evidently is not just any fucking monitor. It's a Dell monitor, as I said, and no, not but, like Peach, but I'm gonna go to the but. Anyway, this monitor I had bought, I had legitimately no idea that when I got it, that it was gonna be Cosmo with the PT emojis. I had no idea when I purchased this monitor and when it come in that it was going to be bigger, bigger than my other one. Like, y'all need to see this if possible. I don't think it's good cause feedback because again, there's no audio coming through. So hold on, I'll show you guys what I mean here in this. Look at this. Oh, I'm not even sure if that'll reach. Hold on. Wait. Sorry about the distance. Wait. Look at this. This is a big fucking monitor, dude. Y'all don't even know. Rain this morning, cold, etc. Yeah, it rained here too, miss. Yeah, look at this. It literally is a bigger monitor. It's a flat screen, it's a Dell, and literally paid less than the other one. Eh. Ah. So let me get this back. Shit. Oh, boink. Boinking it? No. What the hell are you doing, man? Okay. Hold on, gotta look at the chat here, miss. No hoity-toitying around here. Oh, that's not how I had it. Thank you. Come again. I know. I cannot see shit. That works, I guess. Alright, let me get back to the chat. Bigger but better. Rain this one. I already addressed that. But yeah, Pegasus, it rained here too. It was pretty chilly here. I have the window open only because it gets hot in here real easily. So, um, I like bigger retro. Tell me something we don't know, brother. tell, do tell me something we don't know, Cosmo. We know you like bigger. You like things big and with a big package. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh shit. Did you see the message I sent you on Messenger, Bob? Yes. Did you see mine? I love you, Cosmo. Well, here's a question. Freezing in my room as usual. Pegasus, like I said, if I was there, I'd be your blanket. Love you, Pegasus. I love you so much. You know, there are times where I wish Pegasus could come over, sleep in my. I mean, well, yeah, in my bed. I'll just sleep on the floor. I don't care. Look, look. I don't. Here's the thing. I don't mind sleeping on the floor if it means warming a beautiful specimen of a woman such as Pegasus. Means she'll sleep in my bed. I don't care. I'll sleep on the goddamn floor. Not the first time I've done it. He said, as a matter of fact, I did. I replied to it. Oh, that's what you meant. I am so sorry. I go look at it now. Sorry, Cosmo. I didn't mean to sound rude, but I was literally trying to be a jokester. But hold on, I'll go. Hold on, but I got you. I'm not even a bit kid. Yo, don't no. Okay, here we go. Julie, have a bab. What the hell is this? Wait. Vara, I'm so happy for you. And then a thumbnail of some sort. Sneak peek? Wait. The birds are still singing. I was like, wait, man. Oh, hell. They moved my roommate to 217. Good. I hope I'm alone forever. I hear you. Dude, Cosmo knows how to put a good show on the thumbnail. That looks dip. And Kelly, I love you. Now take good care of this moderator. Okay, ma'am. Just kidding. Kevin. That's so sweet. What? I'm serious. I will legitimately, if Pegasus were to come over here, I'd let her sleep in my bed. I'll take the floor. It wouldn't be the first time. It would not be the first time I've slept on the floor. We call that floor time where I come from, eh? I love you, Pegasus. Love you so much. Ooh, But here's the thing: if Pegasus were here, she'd get my bed 24/7. I don't mind sleeping on the floor. It don't matter. I like the floor. That sounds weird, but it's the truth. Y'all don't understand. Like when I was a kid, right? We got to do the floor bit. And when I was a kid, we got to sleep on the floor because we called it a picnic, right? Camp out picnic situation. Like there were Fridays, right? Cosmo gonna like this quote. There were Fridays during end of the school week when I was a kid where madre, my mother, would she'd make these homemade pizzas and then we sit on the floor on a blanket or something and we eat pizza. Oh, ow, that was actually my knee. But evidently we'd eat pizza on that blanket on the floor and it'd be like a picnic. And then evidently with our full bellies, we'd sleep. We'd sleep. We would sleep on the floor all night long. All night long. All night long. Y'all already know. But evidently, now I'm pretty sure some of you have noticed, right? The shirt I'm wearing. It is a star. Oh shit! I'm too. I'm so cold. So I know what she meant. She said it says I'm too cold, but I know what you meant because you said I'm so cold. That's the thing. Pegasus would be here, and yeah, I know what you meant, Pegasus. But if Pegasus were her, she'd put. Here's the thing. I'm trying to look for the right words. She would own that bed. Here's the thing: if Pegasus were here and she were staying, even if it was temporary until she got on her feet, still, that bed would be hers 24/7, and I'd get the floor, dead ass, because I don't care. I don't mind sleep on the floor if it means a fair maiden will be able to sleep comfortably. So, and evidently, I don't wish any discomfort to anybody per se, but especially not a fair maiden like Pegasus, and Pegasus deserves more than that. We Now they say the heat will come through. I doubt it. Yeah. Pegasus, I lay you. Even though Pegasus has her days and has her moments, she's still a beautiful flower that begins and always has shown kindness even in darkest times. And Pegasus will always have my heart, my Celtic heart. Oh, 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 oh. We got someone else in chat. Strange Dog Comic and Wrestling. How you doing, Strange Dog? Good to see. How you doing? We got Mr. Strange Dog in the chat. Another fan favorite to the Retroverse. Anyway, back to what I was saying. They haven't got it working since December 31st. Anyway, like I was saying, some of you have noticed my Star Wars shirt. The reason why I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt right now is because, again, this is April 26th. We are almost the end of April, which evidently means we are getting closer and closer and closer to the end of this month, which evidently means we're getting closer and closer to what month? Star Wars month. Y'all know that May the 4th is Star Wars Day, so evidently that makes Star Wars month an inclusion. So never get working and probably never will. Yeah, Pegasus, I hear that. But we love you, Pegasus. I hope you know that, sweets. Also, in addition, if Pegasus were here and Cosmo were coming to me, I'd make you guys coffee. The best kind. Love you. And I'm only here. I am going to grab a jacket because evidently it is getting a little head big chilling. Ultimately, it's like, and the weird part about it is regarding my room is that even though it's like really chilly in here and putting on a jacket defeats the purpose of keeping the room cold and myself regulated. At the same time, you gotta think if I have the window open and it's cold, getting a little cool in here, um, that means when it gets super hot outside and the room's the way it is, it will regulate the temperature overall, in my opinion. So, and when the room gets super duper way it is right now, chill. Evidently, when the heat wave comes on, there's more time for the room to be regulated for temperature. So, it's a weird thing about convection heat and convection temperatures. It's what it is. So yeah. But Pegasus, if you were here, love, I'd make sure you were warm. So, and I love you. We all love you, Miss. We all love you. Hope you know that. And Cosmo, are you still here, Bob? Because I don't want to miss any of your comments. I don't think I did. Uh, I want to make sure I didn't, but so uh, but even so, we have the monitor now, which means we can get back in business. B to the Izzy. So I'm looking forward to getting back to the gaming we were doing, as well as the podcasting and yada yada blah blah blah. So and evidently I'm so fucking glad I don't have to use that shit laptop 24/7 now. So, but evidently I know once I go over to my mother's house, that's the reality. So I may actually call my mother come next week and tell her, hey, you've had a rough week last week. Why don't you take some time off from I'm just gonna tell my mother the next week, and we're gonna skip it again. Not, and she'll say, "Why? What's going on?" And I'll say, like, I know you had a bad week, and I know you need time to yourself. So ultimately, maybe just take take time. So that's what I'm thinking about telling my mother, because I don't want to stress out my mother any more than she is by having to go over there. And my mother knows me. I'm pretty needy when I get over there. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. I can be very needy around my mother because she's my mom and I love her. But at the same time, there's a mutual respect there between me and my mother, to where I don't want to bug her, right? So evidently, I think next weekend coming up, which is the one I'm going to be going over to her house, or normally go over to her house, I'm considering um, skipping that one with her, only because I want to give her her time to deal with whatever it is we were talking about last night. So, and my mother is a very lovely lady, along with some of the other women I've met in my life in this chat. So, and evidently, I just want to give my mother time. She's had a really rough week. My mother has, dealing with a child that's not even hers. So, but I'm not going to get into it. So ultimately, you know, Jesus. Also, thanks for the like, guys, on the video. Don't forget to smash that like button. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna be live on this basis, but I still need to do that web review video that Alzax has been trying to get me to do, and I know I've been putting it off. It's just been so stressful lately, and evidently, in the between the conversation with my mother and stress, being in a lot of pain, and also evidently waiting for the package today. There's just been so much going on in my life as I am. There's been a lot, and it's nothing bad. It's just busy, busy, busy. Something comes up here, something comes up here. It is what it is. So after this video, I need to consider, like, seriously, working on that web review that I promised Alex, because I don't like breaking promises. So evidently, I need to do that web review soon, but I'm happy I got a monitor, because evidently that means the web review will go even better. So all right. Everyone sit tight. I'm gonna get off of here and get ready to start that web review. Obviously, it's not gonna be on live stream. It is gonna be a recorded premiere. Because those are the kinds of videos I don't like to do on live stream, because it just doesn't like hit off that same vibe. It doesn't hit off. It doesn't feel right when it's a web review on live stream. I feel as if web reviews are to be a review regarding recorded videos. So evidently I will be doing that for the next whatever time it takes to review the website. And I don't know how long it's going to take to review it, but ultimately, I will see you guys soon. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, I'm happy I got my order back. Take care.